This video or audio track contains powerful hypnotic suggestions and language patterns that can induce severe drowsiness and sleep. So please do not watch or listen while driving a vehicle or operating machinery of any kind, or if you are in any place or situation where it is not safe for you to completely relax without distractions. Hi there, this is Nick, and I'm so pleased you're joining me today in this guided meditation or self-hypnosis session that I have written not only to help you enjoy your best, refreshing and revitalizing night's sleep, but to take you on an enjoyable journey deep into your subconscious, where meaningful change for living your best life can be set in motion. This is a very important meditation, since sleep, and in particular that dreamy, lucid, rapid eye movement, or REM sleep, plays a vital role in enabling you to live a happy, productive and successful life. It really is your body's inbuilt healing system, not only for your physical health, but also your mental well-being, your coping, your productivity, and your overall life contentment. Good quality sleep helps eliminate stress and negativity from our system. And so without it, we are always facing an uphill battle to be the very best version of ourselves, in whatever we choose to do. Whether that's in life, in business, in sports, or in our day-to-day relationships. Over the course of the next little while we spend together, it is my sincere hope that you will learn how to calm and quieten your mind before bedtime, and in turn eliminate those negative, anxious, and fearful thoughts that so often seem to come to the surface late at night and persistently linger, keeping you awake and preventing you from drifting off into that state of deep, restorative sleep that you truly need, both to let go of the day's events, as well as to prepare you for what lies ahead tomorrow, with full positivity, hope, and expectation. And so as you relax there now, as you prepare to let yourself drift away into tranquil and calm serenity, and as you listen only to the sound of my voice and nothing else, it is important always to remember that all hypnosis is actually self-hypnosis, and that while my voice here will help guide you from conscious thought through that delightful and sometimes surreal transition state and into deep, relaxing sleep, the journey is actually all yours, and yours alone to make. And of course, you already know this journey towards your most nourishing and best sleep. And indeed, you know it very well, since it's a well-trodden path you have travelled every day of your life, from the day you were born. From that very moment when you instinctively drew your first breath, your subconscious mind has always known exactly when. It has always known the precise moment to gently ease you away from the conscious world and bring you into its precious inner fold for that much-needed revitalizing, healing, and rejuvenating sleep. So as we start this journey together now, while you are laying there comfortably relaxed on your bed. I'd just like you to look into the distance and to focus on a spot or an object directly in your eye line. Just let your gaze focus on your chosen target for a few seconds. And now, while keeping your head perfectly still, look upwards and focus on something else a little bit higher. Maybe an old picture hook on the wall, a small tear in the wallpaper, an area of paint on the ceiling that's a slightly different shade of colour, or maybe the edge of a shadow cast by a lamp. It's up to you. Just make sure that, without lifting your head, you have to use the muscles in your eyes to look up and focus on that new spot you have chosen. Now I'd like you to hold your focus on that spot or object in the distance. And as you simply allow my soothing words to gently wash over you, and as you start now to descend into deeper relaxation, just continue to focus on that spot, without moving your head, without moving your eyes, giving it your full and undivided attention there. And while you keep looking at that spot, your eyes perhaps, every so often, instinctively wandering away and then finding their way back, you might start thinking about all of the muscles around and behind your eyes, and how they are working so very hard now to hold your eyes up. And your eyelids too. Draw your attention to what they feel like now, as they so desperately want to close. And you're probably already wondering how good it would feel if those heavy eyes could just close now. How that simple, easy, and natural act of just drawing your eyelids together, closing yourself off from the world around you, how it would release all of that tension in all of those muscles. And you're maybe also thinking about how releasing all of the tightness in and around your eyes will in turn dissolve any tension you might be feeling in your head and in your neck and in your shoulders and in your back. And it feels so good knowing that chain reaction of tension release throughout your whole body can be started simply by allowing those eyes to close in just a short while, although not quite yet. And you may find also that your breathing is starting to become a little slower and a little longer now, as you relax and as you give your conscious mind permission to switch off, so that you have all the internal freedoms to go deeper and deeper. And now, as your gaze continue to rest on that spot or object you have chosen, holding your eyes, complete attention and focus, you can feel your eyelids becoming heavier and heavier as they draw closer and closer together, although still not quite closed. And you may find that to keep those heavy lids open, and to hold your gaze and to hold your focus, you're needing to blink just a little more frequently. And that, of course, is perfectly fine. In fact, you can just slow your blinking now. Turn those blinks into slow motion. Your eyelids opening and closing so slowly now. Almost to the point where it feels that if you were to blink any slower, your eyelids really would become glued together. And as your sense of calm and relaxation increases, just be aware now of the muscles you are using to slowly open and close your eyes. And think about how nothing else in the world now would feel so good as to simply relax and release all of those muscles. Just let them go. And as you continue to focus on that spot, you become more and more aware that your eyes are becoming even more tired now, even more heavy, and even more fatigued. And so when you are ready, you can go ahead and close your eyes now. And in closing those eyes, you're sending a clear and direct message to your mind and to your body that it's time to wind down and to relax now. And that it's time also to set in motion all of those wonderful, familiar and ingrained processes that lead you towards that inner sanctuary of sleep. And it feels so good, so peaceful, as you really let yourself fully relax. And with your eyes closed now, and with the prospect of that deep and beautiful sleep lurking there tantalizingly on the horizon, I'd like you now to bring your attention to your breathing as you start to inhale deeply, allowing that warm air to flow in through your nose and mouth, just being aware of that soothing and calming sensation as your tummy and your chest gently expand. Holding that in-breath for just a moment, and then breathing out slowly and fully. Feeling that sense of relaxation and calm spreading throughout your entire body. And knowing that each time you breathe in, and each time you breathe out, you will grow calmer and calmer, and become sleepier and sleepier, going deeper and deeper now into a wonderful state of serenity and tranquility, going deeper, deeper and deeper. And as your conscious mind feels like it might now want to float and drift away, like a falling leaf or a dandelion seed buffeted by the wind, it's perfectly okay to still be aware of what is going on around you, inside or outside. Perhaps it's the sound of the wind swirling around the trees, or voices in another room. It could be the light patter of rain on an adjacent window. the distant hum or buzz of traffic, or the birds chirping outside. Because trance and hypnosis doesn't need to be a completely silent or sterile experience. In fact, those homely and familiar interactions will reinforce your sense of deep relaxation and help further comfort you. For while you ponder how refreshing and liberating it is to let your mind unwind and to allow it to detach from worries about the future or events from the past, and to let it meander into the neutrality of simply living in the moment, right now, it is reassuring and comforting to know that you are right where you want to be, and that the world is still safely turning on its axis, that life is continuing as normal around you, and that everything is just as it should be in your world. And so I'd like you to once again bring your full attention to your breathing. That comforting, gentle, rhythmical rising and tumbling of your chest. Just revel in the delightful experience of being able to consciously slow down your breathing now. And it feels so, so good. And so, so calming when you take full ownership of your relaxation and your sense of calm and inner peace like this. So paying full attention now to those long, slow inhalations and those long, slow exhalations. Just simply breathing in and then simply breathing out. Perhaps seeing how long you can comfortably extend that single cycle of breath. How you can slow everything right down to the most languid and soothing pace possible. That's right. It feels so good and so calming. And once again now, take a long, slow and deep breath in. Pause for as long as feels comfortable, or for as long as feels right to you. And then slowly exhale, taking your time to fully clear your lungs. Your heartbeat gradually slowing as your conscious mind begins to disengage from the world around you and gently retreat into the peaceful calm of your inner self. And as your breathing now starts to settle into a pattern or rhythm that feels just right, you may find it pleasing and reassuring to know that not only can you control your breathing like this, you can use this technique at any time to bring an almost instant sense of calm and relaxation to your mind and body, wherever you are. And for some, the idea of controlling our breathing can be a novel or unique one. Because after all, how often do we really pay any close attention to this bodily process that just seems to happen all by itself? Because we don't really apply any conscious thought to breathing. We just hand the reins over to our subconscious and trust that our deeper self instinctively knows what to do. And that too is a reassuring thought. Simply knowing and having faith that our subconscious mind is always there, working away in the background to nurture and to heal us and to take care of us, always doing the right thing, always knowing how to help us without the need for our conscious intervention or involvement. And it's a commonly held view that the true goal or purpose of meditation is to release yourself from the emotional burden of looking forwards or backwards, so that you can fully experience the joy of the present. And what that really means is releasing yourself from all of your conscious thoughts, past, present, or future, and just experiencing life as it is, in the moment, right now, as though you are living only in between the individual ticks of the second hand of a clock as it sweeps around the face. And of course, a question you might want to ask is how it really is possible to avoid conscious thought if you are listening to my words and following my guidance here. And my answer would be that if you can, as your mind continues to quiet and settle, to simply let my words wash over you, like the ocean lapping gently against a sandy shoreline. Just absorbing my words merely as sounds, rather than listening to them. In the same way that you would be aware of the distant hum of traffic in the background, or the muffled words of a nearby conversation. For you need not worry about consciously following my narrative, since when you exist only in the now, in the moment, you clear the path to your subconscious. And with those barriers down, you can rest assured that your higher self, the inner part of your being that knows you so well, will always be alert and paying full attention. And of course, if you have previously struggled with spiraling thoughts at night time, it might be unrealistic to expect your mind to be able to instantly change pace, to immediately unbusy itself and adapt to this new feeling of calm. And so as your mind begins to freely meander without the responsibility of looking backwards or forwards, it is inevitable that thoughts will come and go. And that is perfectly fine. With practice and with repetition over time, your conscious mind will grow accustomed to this journey towards peaceful tranquility and begin to quieten of its own accord as you listen to my soothing tones. And so with that in mind, now is the time to let go of anything that might be hindering or obstructing your journey towards that desired state of ultimate rest and relaxation. And know that just like your breathing, you always have the ability to fully control how you react and respond to your thoughts. Because thoughts are just thoughts, merely sparks of energy that float or drift into your mind, fleeting and meaningless and without power or influence, unless you allow them to settle and take root. And so let's start by extinguishing any of those negative or distressing thoughts or images or visualizations or uneasy sensations in your mind. And I'd like you to visualize a table in front of you. And on that table is a row of candles. And those candles with their dancing flames represent all of the thoughts in your mind right now. And some of those candles are shining very brightly and demanding your attention, while others flicker lazily in the background. And isn't it amazing how at night, as you lay there in your bed, that it's always the negative thoughts that shine the brightest, that always seem to have the most energy. But you can take comfort in the fact that as with your breathing, you have the ability to control your thoughts. You have the ability to lower the intensity of those flames at any time, and even to distinguish them completely. So in your mind's eye now, lean forwards and blow out the brightest candle, the one that represents the most negative or worrying thought, or the sensation that makes you the most anxious or stressed or uneasy. And notice how, as you snuff out that flame and you take away all its energy, you feel just a little more relaxed and at peace. And you become a little more distanced from your worries. And so just repeat this process until, one by one, you have extinguished all of the negativity. The room getting darker and darker as the candle lights fade, until only a sense of empty calm remains. And a calm and settled mind before sleep is one of life's true blessings, since it clears the pathway for your subconscious to apply its almost unlimited power and resources to creating positive solutions for achieving your dreams and goals. And now, with your mind clear and your body relaxed, you can now start that journey towards sleep. And you might want to start that journey by feeling as though you're laying on a large, spacious and comfortable log raft, drifting and floating down a calm mountain stream on a warm summer's afternoon, just going with the flow there, basking in the soft sunlight streaming through the branches of overhanging trees. The mild current gently nudging you this way and that way as you slowly drift downstream towards that beautiful still blue lake in the distance at the base of the mountain, your ultimate destination of peace and tranquility. And as you float further and further down the stream, the current becomes calmer and calmer. And maybe you're becoming more and more aware of your body and mind coming together as one. Because this is the true essence of relaxation. Not truly knowing whether it's the relaxation of your body that leads to the quietening of your mind, or whether it's the gentle and gradual winding down of your active thoughts that eases the stress and tension out of those tight and tired muscles. And then realizing, of course, that it doesn't really matter. And you're becoming increasingly aware now of how when you quieten your mind and when you embrace and access your subconscious, you start to feel happier, more confident, and more positive. Your protective higher self rekindling your inner confidence, enveloping you in a shield of self-belief and hope for the future. And you notice too that the further you continue to float downstream, the quieter your mind becomes. And the quieter your mind becomes, the smoother the current, and the easier the journey towards that ultimate destination of blissful sleep. For you're learning how to get out of your own way now. You're learning how to remove all of the negative roadblocks and mental clutter that used to prevent you from focusing on what you really want to achieve in life. And you're learning how to overcome all of those debilitating fears that now are beginning to just fade away. Because you're now armed with a new set of life tools. The ability to reset your thoughts and to let go of all those sensations and feelings that may previously have unsettled or impeded you. Thoughts and sensations that may have become deep-rooted and even on occasion spiraled out of control. And you're now able to let go of all those unproductive thoughts, all of those fearful forecasts. And you're now able to make more considered and appropriate and rational assessments of situations. And this is a life-changing revelation, because when the negativity and the fear are removed, your path towards sleep is no longer slow, turbulent, rocky, or stressful. The journey downstream is quicker, but calmer, smooth and tranquil. And this is a wonderful place to be, because when your mind is not clogged with negativity and fear and worry, your subconscious can apply all of its resources to work on positive, creative solutions. For this part of your deeper self always knows what you really want, what you want to achieve, what person you want to be. And rest assured, it is already creating a roadmap now to your future success and happiness. And indeed, that change within you has already started. It started when you made the decision to start looking for solutions. Solutions that would help you overcome the feelings of uneasiness or stress or some other anxiety. And you should know that the path to change isn't always instantaneous, but that it always does start with a first step. A bold and brave step that you have already taken. Because that first step starts to ignite the neurons in the brain and instruct your subconscious to start looking for solutions, to create ideas, to identify opportunities. And so as you continue to float lazily down the mountain stream, gazing up at a clear blue sky dotted with passing white clouds, the sun setting in the distance, its orange and crimson glow reflecting in the rippled surface of the water. You're enjoying so much just getting to know yourself. Finding an inner sense of comfort and strength and resilience that may have lain dormant or untapped for some while. As your conscious mind just meanders and drifts and wanders through a succession of soothing images and sounds. Maybe your favourite music, your most comforting memories, or your most joyful experiences. Because here you can truly relax now. You have no particular place to be and no particular place to go. You can start to just embrace your true being and to seed your mind with positive thoughts and visions. To plant these ideas of how you want to live your best life, the goals you want to achieve, knowing that you truly do have the skills, the ability, and the motivation to achieve them. And as you float on down into that beautiful blue lake, taking that last step of your journey towards a rich, deep sleep, you're experiencing a process of true awakening and enlightenment now. Because all of those worries and negative forecasts and concerns about the future are now just melting away, dissolving right in front of your very eyes as you continue to go deeper and deeper into your subconscious. And you're finding new inner strength now, and you're reconnecting with your stubborn resolve and the side of you that is naturally confident and happy and positive. And that experience of reacquainting yourself with that more happy-go-lucky and carefree version of yourself, it feels like meeting an old friend that you haven't seen for a while. And it might take a little time to recognize that cool, calm and collected version of you, because that confident persona has been hidden and suppressed for so long. But it feels so, so good to rediscover those old sensations and to bring them back into the now with you, to use in your life going forwards. And as you continue to lie back and relax there, the rays of the sun drowning you in a sense of tranquility, the warmth brushing your cheek, your mind perfectly calm, you find that in this state, with positive and pleasant thoughts naturally drifting and floating into your mind, you truly are optimistic about your future, that you're becoming increasingly self-assured as you see yourself growing in stature and in poise. And you see that others also see you as positive, confident, and assured. And so just take a few moments to consider now what those images and scenarios of you displaying confident authority and positivity look like. Or consider how it might feel to awaken tomorrow with a greater feeling of control, of operating and performing at your very best in life, or in sports, or in business, or at home. And let those images, or those feelings or sounds and visualizations fully embed themselves in your subconscious now, knowing that you're now setting in motion all of your internal resources, all of your immense brain power to bring those goals to life. For it is a well-known and proven law of attraction that we truly can manifest our own success. That if we genuinely and truly and deeply want to achieve a specific goal or outcome, if we expect it, and importantly, give ourselves the internal permission to allow it, our subconscious mind will work incessantly to help you achieve everything you want and to become everything you want to be. And moving forward now, you know that you can access this confidence, this ambition, and this positivity at any time. You can recall this relaxed state simply by closing your eyes, quietening your mind, shallowing your breathing, and thinking only of the now. And you can use this new understanding of your inner self, where you trust your innate abilities. You can use all of that to truncate those troublesome negative thoughts and visions before they have an opportunity to take root and grow. And you can replace those fears and anxieties and negative forecasts with positive and hopeful visions of yourself in the future, where you are confident, fulfilled, and at peace, living the life you truly desire. And this solution may seem almost too simple to be true. But life truly is meant to be fun and simple. And so as you drift away now into that deserved night of healing slumber, just relax and commit to living your life according to this one golden rule. Simply direct all of your amazing energy and thought power to how you want things to be, rather than how you don't want them to be. Because when you detach your emotions and your thought energy from your problems, you immediately begin to attract solutions and good fortune. And you also start to identify opportunities. Because in reality, what you have always been seeking has also always been seeking you. Now, in a few moments, we're going to bring this sleep hypnosis session to a close by counting you down from 5 to 1. But I'd just like to let you know that this is the new blueprint or program your subconscious control mind will now follow from this very moment. Free from your limiting beliefs and insecurities, and free from your debilitating feelings of stress and anxiety and negativity. You are now ready to experience life from a new and more inspired vantage point. One that only provides views of clear skies, opportunities, and success. And that you have the skills, the experience, and the motivation to take control, whatever the situation. And so 5, your mind totally quiet, settled, calm and at peace now, as you embrace the timeless sensation of being only in the present, no longer shackled by the past or the future. And 4, your whole body now completely relaxed and refreshed. All those little aches and pains softened and fully healed. And 3, that delightful sense of calm continuing to wash over your entire sense of being, from head to toe. Your body and mind as one, coming together to relax and recharge. And 2, that heavy feeling of your body now just merging into your bed, your head, your back, your arms and legs, blending into that mattress or those cushions. And 1, fully prepared now for a full night of powerful, restorative and healing sleep. May the momentum of positive change continue to awaken and guide you in your future journey. With my very best regards, Nick.